t-shirt waiting for them. That might be one thing. Or you'll take them through a quick orientation to make sure that they're comfortable with the class, and they're going to receive personal attention from insert the instructor's name and give them a little bit of star power. So this system here shows you who you need to confirm each day, and I recommend when you get in, make those phone calls. A great time to make the phone calls would be 11 to 12, just before lunch, and that way you can confirm people are coming in later in the evening. And I'm not sure who Pixie Perfect is, but I will be answering your question in just a moment. This is just a screenshot of all the automated emails that you can put together. As many as you wish can run on autopilot. And I encourage you to make it happen. Make it happen now. Evaluate if there's any roads to your studio that still are under construction, meaning they're not as optimized. The phone call might not be picked up at the right times. Identify if there's any pitfall in your lead management that you could be facing currently, such as not not entering every lead that calls or walks through the door. Make sure you take measures to ensure the front desk is on board and they're going to use the system as well. And when you get a system, if you don't have one that can do everything we discussed, and when you get it, use it on a daily and hourly basis. It's just part of the game now in managing a business in 2010. So I just want to let you know that PerfectMIND and the first 50 studios we have, essentially, we're trying to create our movement right now. We're really passionate about starting local and working with some local yoga studios to improve our service and to get ourselves into the market. We are not going to be charging for training and setup for any of the first group of studios. It will just be the software's monthly fee. So I would really encourage any of you to get on board and be a part of this movement. I think we're going to do a really great job in getting to know you and finding out what your needs are to start to optimize your studio and provide you with a system that will allow you to spend more time doing what you love, being teaching classes and teaching your instructors instead of the admin, as well as creating abundance so that financially the studio can continue to expand and affect the lives of more people in your community. So if you have any questions, you can enter them in the chat box right now. There's some communication information right there that you can get a hold of myself. Also, Datis, if you could type in extension 6512, my partner Steve will also be handling any inquiries. And I had a question about how much is the monthly software, so I'm going to just go through all these questions. First one, what type of computer software would allow me to keep a communication log? And would you offer a client money for referring someone who buys a membership? The answer would be PerfectMIND. That's the system that we provide. And we do have referral benefits. Yes, we do. Michael says, does your software track purchases of classes like MindBody? Yes. Without getting into a really detailed software pitch here, with PerfectMIND, it tracks every purchase a student makes. So it could be they purchased a yoga mat, it could be they purchased a school t-shirt, or they purchased lesson packages. You'll be able to see in a really simple and easy to use section of the software all previous purchases so that you can get an idea of what their buying trends are. And based on their buying trends, if they buy, the 10 punch card pass, or if they buy unlimited monthly membership that it did expire after 6 months and now it's time to renew them, based on that information, you can also create lists of people to contact for renewals, or lists of people to have automated emails reminding them that their pass is about to run out, and that if they were to renew or buy another one before it does run out, they'll receive whatever the incentive is you want to give them. This can also be triggered when they scan in for attendance. So when they come to a class and they punch in their membership number, or if they scan their membership pass, if they're down to a certain amount of lessons left on the punch card, it'll inform you at the front desk to ask them if they'd like to renew or re-up. And if there's only, for example, 30 days left on a yoga membership of 6 months, it will then let you know. So that way, at the right time, you can mention it to them and see if they'd like to renew before it's already expired. Okay. Next up, Isabel. I would actually be interested in a detailed software pitch and a software tour. Is that going to be offered anytime soon? Certainly. I imagine starting next week, we will be doing some tours. If you want, I can give you a little view under the hood later today. But we'll be organizing some group tours next week. All of you, of course, would be guests of honor. And from there, we can go through the system step by step and just show you the features that we're offering with the first phase. Certainly. Do we have a demo to sign in? Yes, Michael, we do. I can provide you with that information. Again, if any of you are interested in learning more about the software, just fire me off an email, john.malik@perfectmind.com. From there, I'll respond and coordinate with you to get you more information and make sure that I'm handling your needs. Also, we're going to have a brand new webpage launched next week, but for now you can get a little bit more information on the little URL I provided there. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Pixie Perfect. Do I suggest providing referral benefits to members who refer other members? Well, this is a touchy subject because some instructors feel that when you mention that you have referral benefits to students that do their part in bringing new members to you, that you're creating a relationship centered around, hey, can you help me build my business? And not all instructors want to communicate to their students that way. I personally, I come from the school of thought that you should always encourage people to refer your business. I don't know that would give them any monetary benefits. I think the best way to do it is to provide them with some type of voucher for equipment. So, some apparel or a yoga mat or maybe 2 months of free towel service or some bottled water for the next 10 visits. It's really up to you how you want to do this, but what I recommend, here's kind of the theme. If one student refers another student to you, what you do is you provide that student with additional services. And what I recommend is not providing them all the time with like a free month of yoga training or something like that. Instead, provide them with some tangible materials that create more retention. If you give me a brand new yoga mat and a brand new outfit because I refer to you 3 students, I am that much more likely to continue my training. If you give me a free month of yoga training, I might get used to having a month without that expense, and you might actually be setting yourself up for something detrimental when it's time for me to start paying again. So that would be, I hope that answers your question. Okay, thank you. So if there's any last questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. However, if not, I don't wish to take up any more of your time. I'm sure you're all busy on Friday today, and I really, really appreciate your attendance today. It's great to get to know some of you. Cost of the software, we're coming into the market with $49 per month. That will be our base package rate. There are options to get a website as well. We have a fantastic web design team in-house here, and just so you know, our office is located in North Vancouver. So if any of you wanted to come by and visit, just look us up online, and you're more than welcome to drop by and have a meeting in person. But the way our packages will work is for $49 a month, you can use the system. We do not bill you by how many students you have or by how many members that by how many instructors that you have. It's $49 a month for unlimited access for as many instructors as you have, as many members as you generate. There are options to get additional training and support on top of that and websites on top of that, and we'd be more than happy to take you through it when it's time to go for it. And I've just been informed that not all of you are local, so I apologize. I was actually under the impression that most of the schools are local to Vancouver, so maybe you can't pop by, but you can certainly do a virtual tour with us where we'll connect with your computer and we'll take you through the software and make sure we answer all your questions and then leave you with a trial to play with after. Okay, Lynn has a great question. After you reach the first 50 people, how much is the setup? We have a $500 setup fee. The $500 setup fee will include 3 months of unlimited training and a personal account manager who will ensure that you and your entire team get trained on the software specific to how you will be using it. Each and every studio is different, and while there are some common denominators on what we'll train, most of the time we'll have to ask some questions and get to know, what is the style of management you wish to have, and from there, the software will become a mirror to your business model. We're really, really firm on making sure that each client gets that personal touch and enjoys the software in a manner that they don't have to change their business to run around it. No, that's not how it works. The software will work around your business. So again, typically we charge $500 as a setup fee and then $49 a month, but for the first group that give us the opportunity to work with them, we'll be waiving the setup fee. Okay, so last call for questions. Okay, great. Well, again, I just want to let all of you know that it was fantastic to have you join us. We will definitely be having more of these webinars. It would be great to get some